Well, I thought I'd start out showing off my t-shirt so you all know what my politics are. And we're having a heat wave here in lots of the United States. The mini split 12 volt air conditioner on the back of my travel trailer is doing its job. And the mini split heat pumps, there's one of them, in my house are doing their job. But I want to talk about why this whole air conditioning thing should not be a political football. People shouldn't be arguing about it. People shouldn't be fighting about it, especially in Europe. Yes, Europe has not traditionally needed air conditioning. By the way, these are my tropical trees. Starting off with the guava back there. There's a peach tree back behind the fig tree. And back here's an avocado. So the heat is good for those, but the heat is good for trees, especially when you put just the right amount of water in the soil. But let me get back to air conditioning. Oh, and the one on my trailer has decided to slow down a little bit. It just got quieter. This thing's miraculous. It's a 12 volt unit. It does not require a 110 volt outlet to operate. It was originally designed for the back of diesel sleeper cab trucks, where the guy pulls over and spends the night in the truck stop. But if he's somewhere where it's hot and humid, it doesn't make sense to run the diesel engine in the truck all night long just so he can stay cool. So somebody designed these, and if you have an RV, they're actually about half the cost of the regular 110 volt roof mounted units that most RVs have had for decades. This thing was even cheaper than buying a swamp cooler for my trailer. Anyway, so let's get back to the issues at hand about air conditioning. I grew up in Central Florida. When I was 5 years old, in the night, for about 2 or 3 months of the summer, it was still 100 degrees inside the house at 10 p.m. or later. And right about that time, this thing called a Wendy unit air conditioner had been invented and offered at a reasonably competitive price. That single creation changed Florida probably more than any other invention in the 20th century. Of course, later on, people got central air conditioning system, but in the 50s, houses were not built with ductwork for central air. And you could bring home a Wendy unit, install it in about a half an hour, plug it in, and suddenly your house was delightful to be in all the time. My father was an expert at getting good deals on things. I inherited that skill from him, which is why I, to this day, look for good deals. That mini split heat pump there that I got for the back of my house, the bedroom and the office, I got installed for like $1,200 8 years ago. It's still working great. And you can't even hear it running. It's so quiet, inside or out. But back to the Remington. Yes, Remington, the people that used to make electric shavers. Wendy unit air conditioner. My father brought it home. He put it in the dressing room that adjoined the bedroom that he and my mother shared. And they plugged it in. And within a month, he brought home a second Servel. Most of you don't remember Servel. It's actually a German company related to Electrolux, which still makes high-end appliances, both in the United States and in Europe. He brought home a Servel air conditioner for the living room. It was huge. The compressor was probably as big as my head, and when that thing came on, all the lights went dim in the house for a moment. That didn't last long because we had the house completely rewired, and we had the electric company put in a transformer because we had wealthy people on both sides of us who had also put matching Fedders air conditioners, Fedders window units. Those things were the Cadillac of window unit air conditioners. They were smooth and quiet and stylish, and they lasted for years. Frederick was also big, and Amana was a close third, but we lived around people who made a lot of money in citrus and cattle, so they all called up whoever they called up, and next thing you know, every room in the house had a Fedders air conditioner. And unlike much of the rest of the country, including here in California, we turned those things on sometime in early May, mid-May at the latest, and they stayed on until at least the end of September when the weather finally cooled off. 24/7, just humming away. That sound is so familiar for me, I can't begin to tell you. But the bottom line is this: these new ductless mini split heat pumps, like the one behind me, are very energy efficient. They heat and cool your house, which means I don't have gas heat, because those things heat the house too. And for those of you who are currently using fuel oil or coal or natural gas to heat your house, you can buy a whole house Mr. Cool heat pump that both heats and cools, and energy wise it's going to be much better for the planet, but also in the long run your wallet, because fossil fuels are only going up and electric rates are generally very stable from your electric utility, which is controlled by the State Utilities Commission wherever you live. So it's a no-brainer. We have to electrify the whole world and stop burning fossil fuels. And I'm proud to say I don't have any in my life except my 33-year-old Dodge pickup truck that I put a tank of gas in about 3 times a year. Other than that, I have an all-electric home, and I have an electric car, a Chevrolet Equinox EV. So I'm no longer giving my money to really evil people who are destroying the planet to make a profit. And whenever you use fossil fuels, that's what you're doing. So because we've ignored those warnings for decades, the climate emergency is here. The oceans have heated up after decades of absorbing all the heat they could out of the atmosphere. And more or less, this summer is going to be the new normal. So bite the bullet. Get yourself ductless mini splits if you own your home and want something more permanent. And otherwise, trot down to the hardware store or Home Depot or whomever, abt.com, and get yourself some Wendy units. Personally, make sure if possible, if you can afford it, get one with an inverter compressor. LG is an excellent brand, but it's the inverter compressor that really saves on your energy bill. If you can't afford that, a $120 Frigidaire or GE Wendy unit made in China will work and do the job for years. I know, that's what I had in the apartments I was in for years. Even my house when I lived in West Hollywood, California. So, but you wouldn't, if you were freezing to death in your house in the winter, would you fight over the issue of putting heat into it? Well, lots of people die of overheating in these heat waves, especially in Europe, where they're actually debating politically whether or not to put in air conditioning in France. It's crazy. Just do it, unless you want old people and children to die, because they're the first to go when there's a heat wave. And it's not going to get any better, and it's not going to go away. So just bite the bullet, accept the change, and respond to it like a mature adult.